When Metro Awakening was first announced, I was blown away by its graphics, its atmosphere, and gunplay. And I've seen the Metro series before with games like Metro 2033, Last Light, and Exodus. And while my brother played them, I never got a chance to play them myself. So I went and bought the entire Metro series to play on Steam. But today we are not talking about those games. Today, we're talking about Metro Awakening. Metro! The Metro series is based off the best-selling novel, Metro 2033, by the author Dmitry Glukhovsky, who is also the writer of Metro Awakening. Metro Awakening takes place 5 years before the events of Metro 2033, where you play as Serdar, a doctor that is searching for his wife and trying to get medicine that she desperately needs. But while searching for your wife and medicine, you need to be aware of the darkness that ensues every corner, with bandits, mutants, and radiation that stand in your path. And when you first hop into Metro, the first thing you're going to notice is its graphics, environment, and atmosphere. This is by far one of the most immersive games that I've played since Half-Life Alyx. The assets and lighting in the game is absolutely gorgeous, and everything really feels lived in to give you that sense of you actually being in the Metro. You have people living their life in this decimated world, people are sleeping in their beds, talking around a campfire, and just trying to live and survive in this post-apocalyptic world. And even though you're meant to just walk past these NPCs, it just really helps immerse you into the world even more. And when traversing the Metro, you will find yourself in awe in the way that the atmosphere is presented. It's dark, it's grim, and truly feels like you are in a post-apocalyptic world. Now, graphics and environments aren't the only thing Metro Awakening excels at. The sound design in the game is top notch, the guns feel punchy, that Geiger counter will probably give you PTSD, and just the background noises just sound really, really good. The characters in this game are animated really well, and the voice acting is also top notch. My favorite character has to be one of the first characters you meet, and that is Max. Max is pretty much the man in charge of the Metro station where you and your companions are based at. He's kind of a goofy yet very smart character, and it feels like I've been best friends with this dude for like years. For some reason, he gives me Tony vibes from GTA 4, and if that isn't a compliment, I don't know what is.
Hello. I believe you called for a doctor. I don't hear a knock on the door. You're a child. I'm the boss.
There's also your wife that you need to help save as well. She has some type of illness that requires medicine, so that's the whole reason why you leave the Metro in the first place. The game does a great job of introducing these characters and make you believe in what Serdar is thinking, which is, my wife's crazy and she needs to take her damn meds. When you're searching for medicine for your wife, you travel through the Metro looking for anything you can scrounge up. But doing so is not so easy. I played on the hardcore difficulty to try to enhance my immersion of being limited with like ammo and supplies. And since ammo and supplies are hard to come by, it really makes you think, and you have to make thoughtful decisions with your shots and how you're going to approach certain situations. Like, some dog scared the shit out of me and I just kept shooting and shooting and letting that thing go haywire, and next thing you know I ran out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. But don't worry, there's still supplies to come by, whether it be looking through cabinets or ammo stashes to find ammo and supplies, or simply killing an enemy and looting their body for that extra bit of ammo. This game is pretty much a horror game, and I don't mean in terms of something like Resident Evil or Madison VR, but there is just so much tension that is being built up constantly throughout your playthrough, whether it be the sound of your Geiger counter going off followed by spiders climbing onto your face, or even your hand when you're trying to reach for a weapon or your backpack.
Oh shit.
And those damn dogs always manage to make me freak out, and I feel like I'm going to inevitably die.
Oh shit.
The mechanics in Metro Awakening are so polished and so well thought out. I didn't even need the gameplay tips turned down to figure out what to do. And if you played previous Vertigo games like Arizona Sunshine, then you will feel right at home with Metro Awakening. Everything felt natural, from the weapon mechanics to your flashlight, and even manually recharging your flashlight. You also need this device to help you gain access to certain areas, which just adds to the immersion of the game. But the weapons in the game are just so Metro, bro. Like, the shotguns look and feel amazing, the crossbow is satisfying to shoot, and the AK feels great to shoot and reload as well. Like, the animations are well polished. And grenades are a lifesaver too. I wasn't a big fan of the pistols, as I hate not being able to hold the grip button to two-hand my pistol. You just have to place your controller close to your other controller to two-hand the pistol, which is kinda awkward in my opinion. I also really enjoyed reloading my vials. I don't know, something about it just felt so satisfying. I love seeing the liquid move around in the vials as well. It's just cool.
Wow, that looks good.
Stealth is also a pretty big part of Metro Awakening. I seen two dudes talking, right, and I thought, what would happen if I shoot them mid-conversation? Would I fail the mission, or do I have more options to make as a player? Turns out, it just went to a full shootout. So I tried the mission again, but a bit differently. I lured the enemy by flashing my flashlight, and once one of them came to investigate, I took him out with the crossbow and moved along a lot more methodically. And I just think that's awesome game design. My favorite part of the game has to be towards the end of the game, and I'm not going to show any footage or give any real plot points to this, but there is a big moment in the game that totally mind-f***ed me. Like, the amount of times I said, what the f*** is going on here, needs to be studied, because I really felt Serdar's confusion, and it made me feel like we were figuring this thing out together, and it was truly the highlight of my playthrough. Now, there are some minor gripes that I have with the game, and that's towards the later half of it. Specifically, I'm talking about the train cart missions, where you hop on the train cart to get to the next objective, and you have to shoot those damn mutant dogs. It was welcome the first couple of times, but I was definitely over by the last sequence. It also didn't help that the game was resetting my height, so I couldn't even aim down sights, which was pretty annoying, but it just required a restart to fix the issue. It happened a couple of times, but it wasn't that big of a deal, and probably could have been an issue with my quest itself. I also encountered a bug that stopped me from progressing through a level, and I'm going to say this without spoiling, but I think it's because I never turned on a certain light before getting to the last light that I needed to turn on, but resetting to a checkpoint fixed this issue. Now, these issues may not be in the final game, as I played the pre-release version of Metro Awakening, but I thought it was worth noting. The game also runs smooth as butter. I'm playing on PC with the RTX 4070 and an i7-12700K, and I was able to almost max out my resolution on Quest Link with max settings, and I was still hitting a rock solid frame rate. There was the traditional Unreal Engine traversal stutters when the game is loading new areas, but this wasn't a big deal. I also appreciate the devs choosing to give players options on anti-aliasing methods with the presence of TAA, FXAA, and TSR, which is UE5's new anti-aliasing technique. TSR is a lot more performance intensive, but cleans up the image quite nicely. But TAA did allow for a much higher overall resolution, so I suggest to use that. Metro Awakening is by far the best VR game that I've played since Half-Life Alyx. The gameplay mechanics, the characters and story, the sound design, the beautiful graphics, and the levels of immersion are some of the best I've played in a long time. If you are wondering if you should pick this game up, then the answer is yes. This game is probably my pick for Game of the Year, and I'm sure it will be for a lot of people as well. If you guys did enjoy this review of Metro Awakening, consider dropping a like and subscribing so you can see what other content I work on. I'll be dropping some gameplay on Metro Awakening for you guys to watch, and I'm also working on a cinematic film-like video for Into the Radius 2. So make sure to check those out when they're posted. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you to Vertical Games for creating a beautiful and immersive experience, and congratulations on all of your hard work. Thank you guys for coming out to watch the video. I really do appreciate it. I'm Loaf Lord, and stay toasty out there.